Real Madrid have arrived. Xabi Alonso's Madrid has landed, boys and girls. They've landed, and the talking needs to stop now. The talking needs to stop now from the culés, and I'll get to y'all in a moment. But I want to talk to the Real Madrid fans questioning Xabi Alonso and some of the players. Y'all got to shut up. After this match, shut up. If you ain't fully bought in now, if you're not a believer of Xabi Alonso or the players or the tactics, put on a different shirt. What else does Xabi Alonso need to prove to you? All the pressure was on Xabi Alonso for this one, and he got it done. 2-1, Real Madrid, Barcelona, El Clásico. Let's jump into these topics. But first, I want to get these excuses out of the way for the Barca fans. Y'all need to stop. Y'all look like clowns today, straight up. I don't want to hear, well, we didn't have Rafinha. Nope, stop it. You guys signed Rashford and said your team was complete. Y'all built him up like he was going to save y'all. He was out there. Y'all said Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world and should have won the Ballon d'Or. He was out there. He was chatting it up. Pedri, best midfielder in the world. We got the best midfielder. What happened? Pedri was out there. Frankie de Jong was out there. What happened? Oh, VAR. Stop it. Because if we want to talk about VAR, then the scoreline can't be 2-1. It could be more. Y'all only get the one. Hansi Flick wasn't on the touchline. So what? So what? He got the red card. Y'all knew that. And he was in the stands. Why wasn't that? Why didn't nobody show mercy to us when y'all was beating us 4-0 or 4 times in a row last season? Because guess what? We didn't have no back line. All of our starters in the back line last season were out of here. Why didn't that count? Now the shoe's on the other foot and y'all want to cry river. Please stop. Y'all look like clowns. Hold the L. Be humble. And wait till the next one. Now let's talk football, guys. All right. Xabi Alonso. He went with a 4-4-2 on paper, which just threw me off the loop. But you know what? That's what Xabi Alonso does with these lineups and these formations. He just keeps us on our toes. It's just chaos. The man just loves to tinker around. I'm okay with that. We were living and breathing in every space on that pitch. Shout out to my man Camavinga. Fully match fit. The boy is a monster. He's a pit bull. He was just playing everywhere. He was dropping into defense. He was dribbling. He was passing. He was doing so much dirty work out there, and it was great to see. Tchouaméni still doing the work. My French Beckenbauer, he was anchoring space. Him and Camavinga were slide tackling aggressively, pushing Barcelona off the ball. I have to say that the Real Madrid fans were kind of tough on both of these guys, man. I don't think it was justified. You know, they were playing out of position. Under Carlo, Camavinga had to play left back. He said he didn't want to play left back. Tchouaméni had to play center because we lost all of our defenders. Like, none of them really got a fair shot to come in. And keep in mind, we still had Luka Modric and Toni Kroos. They weren't going to just move them along. I'm glad to see that they're finally clicking. They're healthy. And then we got to talk about Jude. Jude is fully fit. He shouldn't have played in the Atletico Madrid game, but now the boy is fit. He's back. He's pressing high. He's perfect in that kind of 10 role, shadow striker. Love that. And when he's playing up there next to Mbappe really high, it's a nightmare for defenses. That box-to-box role, shadow striker coming in there, and he got a goal, but then he can also press and get back in that midfield and clog the midfield, which is what he did. It was beautiful stuff. Eder Militao. Guys, we got to give him more appreciation. This man had 2 ACL tears on both legs, and he's playing like he's in the form of his life. He was incredible yesterday. Fede Valverde did great. I'm hearing a lot of y'all saying that he should be the right back that's moving forward, and he could easily be one of the best right backs in the world. Let's calm down a little bit. We still got Carvajal and Trent out there. Let's relax on that one. But he was good. And then Alvaro Carreras. Alvaro Carreras was dog walking Lamine Yamal. He was dog walking him. He owned him, bro. He had him in his pocket. This was the X factor for me. I didn't even know Lamine Yamal was out on the pitch. Straight up. Other than that ball that he played in the Koundé, that was it. That is the evolution of Xabi Alonso's philosophy, this project. It all came together in El Clásico. We saw it. It's not about this formation. It's about the intelligence. And he's teaching this team how to think, guys. He's teaching them how to move, how to suffocate, because I haven't seen Real Madrid press like this in a very long time, if ever. And we're talking about players who their negative was that they just didn't get back and press. Vinicius Jr., he didn't do it under Carlo. Kylian Mbappe, he didn't do it at PSG. Now they're all under Xabi Alonso and they are all bought in. every single player. And you can just see immediately, like we high pressed everything. Barca's goal kicks, we forced them long, we killed their rhythm. Like that was just the main tactic. They had no idea how to breathe at all. You could just go back and watch the game. They could not do anything until late in the second half, where they just started passing the ball and playing the ball side to side because they needed to. Kylian Mbappe is the best player in the world, hands down. This guy is not a natural 9. He has learned the role. He is not being offsides, even though he was offsides yesterday, but not 8 times. He's learning how to time his runs. He's scoring goals for fun. He's pressing back. He's doing everything. And he's at a new level now. And for me, whether I was a fan or not, he is the for sure leader for the Ballon d'Or. Now, it's early, but he's having a Ballon d'Or type year for club and country. And that offside volley, that was beautiful. The fact that he hit that first time on the turn against your biggest rival, ridiculous. That was cinema. It was millimeters of him being offside. And how did it take 10 minutes to get that image from the refs and VAR? But even with that, Mbappe showed exactly why he is him, guys. Every time he touched the ball, Barca panicked. Straight up. Every time he touched the ball, Barca was panicking. They could not contain him at all. Mbappe was the difference in this match. Straight up. His presence just flipped the entire energy of this game and the rivalry. Vinicius Jr. Look, he was absolutely magnificent. He was playing like a man possessed, just giving chaos, absolute chaos to Koundé, and you could see panic in Barca's eyes. Like nobody could stop him. He was just dribbling right by him. He was breaking ankles. He was stretching the pitch. Like he was up for this game. You could just see it. He was drawing fouls early on. The penalty shot in like the first 2 minutes should have been a penalty. I have no idea. You could see on the, at least I was watching on ESPN, you could see that the ref, when he was looking at the VAR, they only gave him one angle. Like you couldn't see if Lamine Yamal touched the ball at all because it was showing the back. But why was he only looking at that angle? But on the TV cast, they were showing other angles. Other than that, though, with Vinny, I was very disappointed in the way he acted when he got subbed off. I understand that you want to play. And Xabi Alonso taking off in the 70th so minute is questionable as well, too, because you were playing very well. But you can't act like that, man. That was disrespectful, not only to Xabi Alonso, but that was disrespectful for Rodrigo, man. You just can't do that. Now, some of the talking points about the match is about you and Xabi Alonso now, and Xabi Alonso is going to have to answer those questions and press and leading up to the next match. Arda Güler, not the most crazy game for him. Had that mistake that allowed Barca to get the ball and score. But other than that, Arda Güler should still be starting. If you want to talk about coaching, and finally, big picture, guys, look, this wasn't just about the score. I told you guys that. This was about Xabi Alonso answering all his critics, Real Madrid fans, Barca fans, La Liga fans, football world in general, is can he win the big games? And he did. He proved it. He proved that his project, his methods, everything is working. This was more about building the identity under Xabi Alonso for Real Madrid. We spent the last few years at Real Madrid just surviving games. And now I can say that we are getting close to controlling games. Now, there were some games that we're still surviving, Getafe, Juventus, all that, whatever. But now, yesterday, we showed that we can control games. We still need to score more goals and convert chances because, like I said, this could have easily been 4-1. These players are maturing. Everyone's maturing. And if this team stays healthy, Militao, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Jude, Mbappe, Federico Valverde, there is no reason why we can't win both La Liga and the Champions League. And I will say this, going into Anfield against Liverpool, I was a bit worried, but Liverpool is having some problems right now, and I'm 100% confident that we can go into Anfield and do the same thing to them. The project is alive, and the players are believing in Xabi Alonso. And after this game, the rest of Europe, they know exactly who's coming now. And so, yeah, Barca fans, keep your screenshots, keep your freeze frames, all that, all your drafts about VAR and Lamine Yamal and Pedri and all that. We'll keep the 3 points. Hala Madrid, peace out.